In this video, I'm gonna show you how to clip in OBS Studio the easy way, because I'm lazy. This will skip having to spend hours sifting through your VODs or your offline recordings. Just open up your OBS Studio, go to settings in the bottom right corner, and then you're gonna go to output, then change the output mode to advanced, and you'll see the replay buffer. You wanna make sure the replay buffer is checked enabled, hit apply, and you'll see this new start replay buffer button in the bottom right. You're gonna change the maximum replay time to how long you want it to record. I recommend 60 seconds to 120 seconds, so that way it doesn't take up too much storage on your hard drive. Then when you choose how long you want it to be, you're gonna go to the hotkeys tab, you're gonna type in replay under the filter, and you're gonna set a hotkey under the save replay. That way, whenever you click this button on your keyboard, it's going to save the last, this case, 60 seconds of your stream or offline recording. So that way you don't have to sift through hours of video footage. Then go to your output tab here, click on recording. This recording path is where all the clips are gonna be saved to. So once you've set your hotkey, just hit okay. First thing you need to do is hit start replay buffer. And this doesn't actually do anything. It's when you press the hotkey on your keyboard, in this case, number pad 9, it's going to save the last 60 seconds of your stream or video. So once this is enabled, which you can also automatically set to turn on, when you go start your stream under the general settings, just check this box, hit apply and okay. But once this replay buffer is running, I'm gonna hit number pad 9. Look in the bottom left corner, it says replay buffer saved to your file path. So open that up and you can see we got our clip right here. But getting your clip is the easy part. If you want your clips to get millions of views like I have on Instagram and YouTube and TikTok, then you got to know what makes a good clip. So I'll break it into two easy parts. The first part is the editing, which normally takes people hours. But luckily I found a way to streamline everything using Nexus clips. I partnered with them for this video so I can show you how I use it, but you can use it one of two ways. The first way is clicking the import clip button right here and dragging and dropping that replay buffer clip we just made. Or you could connect your Twitch or YouTube account and it has AI scan your VODs for clippable moments. But truthfully, I much prefer importing my own clips using the replay buffer because then I can control what I know is already a good clip. So all you got to do is click import clip and then import the file here. And in just a few seconds, it's going to do pretty much everything we need for us. If you go to the framing tab here, we're going to choose any of these face cam options. I'm going to choose miniature. The AI is going to locate our face. We just fine tune it there. And then we adjust these little boxes to capture just the gameplay. So you can see this preview of the clip on the right. Next thing we're going to do is subtitles. So all we got to do is click generate subtitles, and instead of having to manually go and type each word out like a peasant, we're actually just gonna have AI do all of it for us in about 10 seconds. And you can pick different styles right here. I like this one because it gives me like the most Twitch aesthetic. Then we can move on to the sticker portion in case you want to promote your Twitch, your TikTok, your YouTube. So if I want to promote, let's say my Twitch, I'll click that. I'll drag it to the very end of the clip and make it shorter because you don't really want to piss people off because they don't really care what your tag is at the beginning because they don't even know who you are yet. So I just like to have it at the end so that way they know where to find more content like this in case they did enjoy the clip. And then we have our hook at the very top left, and so we just make sure to enable it, and then we're going to put something that describes the clip. This is where we add context. So for this Fortnite clip, we could say, how did he not see me? But now we can just play it from the beginning and we have a viral ready short form piece of content done within literally less than a minute. So this has been a huge secret weapon of mine to keep me on pace to actually upload multiple times a week instead of getting burnt out right away. So when you're done with all of this, just hit share in the top right corner and you can connect your TikTok or YouTube account to upload it automatically. But truthfully, I like to click the download button so that way I have the most control of it and I can manually upload to Instagram, to TikTok, to Facebook Reels even. No, I'm not joking. So if you want to try out Nexus clips for yourself, you can use the discount link in the description down below. So now you got the clipping tool set up and you know how to streamline the editing process to be consistent. But here's the part that nobody really talks about and why even then your clips are still going to get 0 views. Majority of the time, a clip just ripped from your stream gives the viewers 0 context to what's going on because they were not there watching the previous 3 hours of your stream. They don't know you and they don't know the stakes of what's going on. So a random laugh or clutch moment doesn't really mean a lot to them. So you can't just clip random moments and hope that they pop off on social media. I want to give you 3 different types of clips that you can make today so that way you can actually start getting views on your short form content. And I've seen my students in my Ultimate Streamer Bootcamp use these specific formats and start getting hundreds of thousands of views on their clips. So the first one that I want to talk about, this is going to be the setup and deliver. All you're going to do is set up the scene by just saying what's going on and then deliver what you say the stakes are. Basically just tell everyone what's about to happen and then do it. For example, you could say, if I don't beat this boss first try, then I'll crack an egg on my head. This goes from having a random gameplay clip of you playing Dark Souls or whatever and getting your butt kicked on a boss to immediately stating the stakes to a brand new viewer because they swipe into your content and they hear you say, if I don't beat this boss first try, I'm gonna crack an egg on my head. This immediately sets up the stage for what's happening, aka you're playing Dark Souls, you're beating this boss. 2, there's a stake involved. If you don't beat it first try, then there's a consequence. So you're gonna get all of this packed in. This is the context within the very first couple seconds of your clip. And this is one of the biggest reasons people are not getting any views on their short form content, because a random viewer is swiping into a Dark Souls gameplay. They're just watching you try and beat this boss, but they have no idea what's going on. So using number 1, the setup and deliver, is automatically going to provide your viewer context and give them a reason to stay and watch the clip. Moving on to number 2, this is going to be the teachable moment. This can be any sort of educational moment, a tip or trick. We're basically giving value to the viewer. This could be you playing a random game, let's say Halo, and you find one of the Easter eggs. You could literally start your clip off saying, oh my God, I didn't know this Easter egg existed, did you? And then you show off where you found the Easter egg and what it is. Or another example, you could teach them a really useful setting that not everyone knows about and is not on default. Like, here's how to see footsteps in Fortnite, which I didn't learn until like the 10th game I played, and I got my ass kicked by a bunch of 10-year-olds. Just during your stream, you already know this value or whatever tip you want to give, just say it and then teach them how to do it and then clip it and you're done. So it could be an Easter egg, or it could be a tip, or it could be a setting, or anything. Basically, you're giving value to your viewers. And when your viewers feel value and they feel like it was worth their time to watch your content, they're more likely to follow. Which, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel so you can get more free information like this, and like the video so other streamers can find this. And number 3, and I'll even give you a little bonus number 4, so it'll be a 3/4. Number 3 is gonna say, let's say, hot take. And keep in mind, guys, there's more than just 4 of these. These are just 4 off the top of my head that I've seen my students in my bootcamp get success with. And number 4, we will do news/updates. An example for a hot take for number 3, this could be literally any one of your opinions that you think is unpopular. You could say that you love pineapple on pizza, which is the best decision ever. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, then your opinion's wrong. Or you could keep it game-centered, something that's a hot debate in games, like console versus PC, or that Dead by Daylight isn't worth playing anymore because the community is toxic. Literally anything with an opinion, because when there are opinions, you're gonna have people that want to debate you or people that are gonna take your side, which makes it highly, you guessed it, shareable. And when people share your content and your videos, that means it's gonna be pushed by the algorithm because there's lots of engagement. So a hot take every now and then can be really useful and get you views on your content, but just make sure you have the right opinion or prepare for the shitstorm. Number 4, this is gonna be for all my lazy MFers out there, such as myself, because it literally cannot get much easier than this. This is literally going to be anytime your game or niche, there's any news or patch notes or updates, you can literally read through the update and then just create a video, or during your stream explain, hey, Dead by Daylight just had this new update, here's what to know, and you summarize it. And if you're super lazy, you could even just run that through ChatGPT, like all the patch notes, and just say, hey, give me a bullet point list of everything worth knowing. And then you could be like, okay, like Ghostface got nerfed, and then let's say this weapon or perk got a buff, and like these are the things that you should know. That's if you're going like really lazy route. But obviously there's a lot of people that do that, so you need to create your own little twist on how you can present that information in either a more fun way or a different way. And that's just content creation in general. But these are just 4 pillars of content styles to get you started that are actually going to get you views on your videos. So if you're ready to actually start growing and get views on your clips, I need you to watch this video to the side of me where I break it down even further. So give that video a watch when you get a sec. My name's Cody, and I will see you in the next one.